Did you want to become his wife? Travis's wife?
That was my desire for a while until probably after Havasupai.
Okay. What changed after Havasupai that made you decide, I don't want to marry this guy?
My feelings for him didn't necessarily change, but in my mind, we had such a bad fight that morning. He said some very ugly things to me that it was a boundary we had never crossed before. And I couldn't imagine marrying somebody that had said those things to me, or raising children with a man who their father had said those things to their mother, kind of thing. That's how I imagined it.
What kind of things are we talking about?
He said,
Not being offered for the truth of the matter asserted, the effect on the listener.
Restate your question.
Sure, Jodi. What did Travis say to you that made you realize you didn't want to marry? What specifically?
he said, fuck you.
And so you go back upstairs, right? And you're saying that that's when the argument really started, right?
Yes.
And the reason that that was a sort of a changing point in the relationship for you was because Mr. Alexander said something to you, right?
Yes.
And the words, according to you, that he said were, fuck you, right?
Yes.
And you said, well, I couldn't see that individual being the father of my children, right? Anybody who could use that language, right?
It was hard to envision that from that point on.
That's what you said, right?
Yes.
But you use those words too, don't you?
I have, yes, many times.
So, for example, when we were listening to the tape back on May 10th of 2008, that's the word that you used in that conversation, didn't you?
Right.
Objection, Your Honor, to be on the scope of your question.
Sustained.
You claim that you were offended by the word fuck you, right?
By the
Object to still be on the scope of the jury question.
Approach, please.
If you were here, my grandparents were asleep, I'd let you right into my bedroom, we'd shut and lock the door, and we would just have a big fuck bet when you're titty fucking me. You'd just be a dick between two tits. Every time you fucked me so right.
So, ma'am, it's true, though, that you would use that word yourself, right?
yes.
Objection.
Right?
Yeah, I've used it.
But if you take a look at Exhibit 469 with regard to these allegations, and this comes from an individual who was so absolutely upset with Mr. Alexander when he used the word fuck, according to her. Well, in that magazine, page 43, this is
Objection beyond the scope.
Overruled.
Page 43, she writes, you fucked up. What you told my...
Objection, this states the evidence, Your Honor.
Sustained. No, sustained.
You sustained it?